Welcome to Prince Math Clinic, the e-learning solution at your pace and time.
You are most welcome to today's class. In our previous class, we introduced inequalities. And remember, we said that inequalities are signs that we use in combining what? Elements in mathematical operation instead of the equal to sign. And I did remember I introduced you to the greater than sign, to the greater than or equal to sign, to the not greater than sign, to the less than sign, to the less than or equal to sign, and also to the not less than sign. Then I also showed you two properties of what? Inequality. In today's class, we shall be examining these two questions using what? The principles that were taught in the first class. So if you were not around when we did the first class, the link to that video will be dropped in the description of this particular video. Let's go right into today's work. The question says 3x plus 6 greater than or equal to 18. Now, this is what we do. We don't have much stress here. Collect like terms using the normal principle you know. So, to do that, what will happen is this will become 3x. Then you write this greater than or equal to sign. Here you have 18. When positive 6 crosses the inequality sign to the other side, this plus sign will change to negative. This becomes negative 6. So this still remains 3x, then greater than or equal to, then 18 minus 6 is simply 12. This operation is combined by what? Multiplication. So in order to get our x, we have to divide by 3. So what you do to the left, you must do to the right. So 3, we cancel 3. So 3 here 1, 3 here 4. So it then means that x is greater than or equal to 4. Now remember, the question says find the solution set of the inequality. It means that all the numbers that are either equal to 4 or greater than 4 are the numbers that will satisfy this particular question. Let us try 4. You will see that 4 will give us exactly what we want. Now, if you multiply, this operation means 3 times x, right? So it means 3 times 4. 3 times 4, you know, is what? Is 12. And 12 plus 6 is exactly 18. Now, let us now pick a number that is greater than 4, which this inequality suggests. If you pick 5, 3 times 5 will give you 15. And 15 plus 6 is 21. And you know 21 is greater than 18. Now, let's now go below 4. Let us pick a number like 3. And you will see that that result will not match. 3 times 3 will give you 9. And 9 plus 6 is 15. And is 15 greater than 18? No. Good. So that shows you that our result is correct. For the second question, we are asked to solve this inequality 5x plus 7 less than or equal to 6, open bracket, you have x plus 3. Now, the normal operation here is what? 5x plus 7, then less than. This 6, use it to open this bracket. So you do 6 times x, you have what? 6x. Then plus 6 times 3, you have 18. At this point, you collect like terms, right? Good. Take note of this step. I'm going to come back here to use another approach to perform it using what? The second properties of inequality that I explained to you earlier in the previous class. Now, put 5x here. Bring this 6, it is positive. If it crosses this inequality sign, it changes to negative. So this becomes 6x. Then your sign remains. Then you have 18. When positive 7 crosses, it changes to negative 7, right? So you have this minus this you are subtracting 6 from 5, so you have a deficit of 1. So this is minus 1x, then less than or equal to 18 minus 7 gives you what? 11. Now I have a negative here, I can't leave it like this. So the moment I divide this by negative 1, my inequality must change. Remember, the second property says that when an inequality is what? Combined with a negative number, the what? The inequality sign changes. Now the opposite to what? Less than or equal to is greater than or equal to. Now why is it changing? Because we have divided this by negative 1, and what you do to the left you must do to the right. So minus will cancel minus, 1 will cancel 1, therefore x will be greater than 11 divided by negative 1 gives you negative 11. That is the solution. Now remember, I said I was going to come back to this point to solve it, right? Now without going through this ASU. Good. So remember, we got x to be greater than or equal to minus 11. Now let us solve it from this point using the first property. Remember, in the first property I told you that what? When an inequality, the order is reversed, the sign will what? Will reverse. Now the order in this sense is that you have 5x plus 7 less than or equal to 6x plus 18. Now I want to write 6x plus 18 first. Remember, in the last example I told you that if 3 is greater than 2, it means if you want to bring 2 forward, it means that 2 it will be less than what? 3. That is only when you'll be speaking the truth, right? Good. So now we want to bring this here, so our sign must change. So if I bring 6x plus 18, this sign will change from to greater than, right? Then I will say 5x plus 7. Now they are the same thing, so that if I bring this here, this becomes 6x minus 5x, then you have your greater than, then I have 7. If a positive 18 crosses the equal to sign, changes to negative 18, then you know that you are subtracting 5x from 6x, you have just 1x, so call it x, then greater than or equal to. And 7 minus 18, you have 7 but you are owing 18. It means what you have cannot pay the debt you are owing, so it means you are still owing 11, so you put a negative 11. So you see, in this case we did not need to divide by negative 1, our result came out naturally. So if you understand the properties of inequalities very well, solving questions on inequality become like a piece of cake. With this particular example, I hope treating questions on inequality should not be an Herculean task to you anymore.